just spent the last approximately 3 hours listening to Cat Williams on the Shannon Sharp podcast called Club Shay Shay. And not only do I have thoughts, I have notes. However, due to this, my feelings have reached critical levels. My thoughts and opinions have reached like maximum capacity. So at this point, there's like really just two topics I would like to hit on. The first being, I've seen the internet kind of criticizing Shannon Sharp. Mind you, he is a former NFL player who is now a podcast host / entertainer type thing, commentator situation. And the internet's like, why the fuck isn't this a piece of Pulitzer-winning, hard-hitting journalism? What, bitch? Here's my thing. Okay, who the fuck did you think did the interview, babe? Larry King? He's back! Sorry, rest in peace, Larry. Shannon Sharp is a athlete, babe. However, the part that they're not highlighting that I think brings an element to this podcast that makes it so like, that makes it extra fucking wild, is that Shannon Sharp is a celebrity, bro. So is Cat Williams. So Cat Williams is sitting here directly across from this man, being like, I don't fuck with Ricky Smiley, I don't fuck with Steve Harvey, I don't fuck with Cedric the Entertainer, Chris Tucker is Chris Tucker from Epstein's Island and Michael Jackson used to call him Christmas, Earthquake can't read, Nick Cannon did this, Ludacris, I mean airing people out, name. And Shannon Sharp sitting there like, I just had dinner with them last week. You know what I mean? That shit wouldn't happen if you were just talking to fucking Susie Q from the Wall Streets. Like from the Journal, you know? And I think people need to, I don't know, dick about sports, but Shannon, I liked the interview, buddy, and Shannon fought a battle in that interview, bitch. It was about 96% Cat Williams in terms of speaking time of the 3 hours, and about 4% Shannon trying his best to like, get a word in real quick. However, because Shannon Sharp is also a celebrity, he was able to like kind of go against Cat every now and then when he during his 4% when he was able to speak. Hang on. Flag on the play. Word to Shannon Sharp in his NFL career. I would just like to say that Cat Williams is one of my favorite stand-up comedians ever. Point blank. Period. He's a brilliant comic. And continue. I don't know the hand signal for that. Go. God damn it, I shouldn't have taken a pause. Now I forgot. 1 second. Oh! Because this here interview isn't like, you know, Shannon trying to be in the fucking I Write Great Journals Hall of Fame, Interviewer Hall of Fame, Shannon already got all his goddamn money. He's already a star. So, he was, I think, probably far more comfortable being like, you know, when Cat Williams was like, you know, so-and-so was in this movie and they fucking, like, why was he in this movie type shit, talking shit about whatever comic. Shannon would every now and then be like, come on now, Cat, he did a good job. Like, no, Cat, he had a special and it was damn funny. You know what I mean? Like, kind of refuting the shit that Cat said. Do you think your average journalist would do that? Fuck no, bitch. They'd be scared and they'd be like, let me keep this job and keep this motherfucker talking as much as I can. Because what the hell is about to come out of your mouth next? The second point I would like to touch on is more in relation to Cat Williams. Again, one of my favorite. He's hilarious. You really can't. I mean, you can debate that, but bitch, not with me. He is a wordsmith. You know what I mean? Like, there are some singer-songwriter, performer, musical acts that are very much the same way in that you can tell, like, no, but what comes first to you is, like, the words. Like, literally the words. How are you doing this message? Because Cat Williams is such a... His craft is words. Oftentimes, it's what makes him such a brilliant stand-up, and it's also what makes people be able to say, you're full of shit, to be honest. His gift at words. Because he'll say things that are so fucking confusing that you're like, oh, he's crazy. And it's like, no, he's not. Like, this might be 100% true, bitch. But he says shit in such an off-the-wall, abstract way that it's presented that it's like, Cat, get the fuck on somewhere, bro. And also because the nature of comedy is, bitch, don't let the truth get in the way of a good old story. So there's a few things that he says where you're like, come on now. He says, I was able to read by the age of 3 years old. He says, I would typically read about 3,000 books a year. That's going to average out to about 8 books a day. He also made note he made sure to say all nonfiction. What? Like, at 13? Get the fuck out of here. So shit like that makes people be like, you're not credible. But it's also like, why you're one of the greatest comedians that Kate has seen. Okay? There's also here's another example of him being like a tricky with his words, is that he says, he moved out of his parents' home at 13. He grew up in Ohio with them, moved out at 13 and moved to Florida. He was by himself in Florida and said, I became a door-to-door salesman when I was 13. I was able to travel. I've seen all 50 states. That sentence sounds like, when I was 13, I was such a hell of a door-to-door salesman, bitch, I knocked a door all the way in motherfucking Hawaii. No, you dare not. But if you break them apart, when I was 13, I was a door-to-door salesman, and it allowed me to travel. Full stop. I've seen all 50 states. You know what I'm saying? Very crafty. However, there's a few things in there that I really think are fucking true. He said that Michael Jackson used to call Chris Tucker Christmas, and you can't tell me that shit isn't true. Get picture Christmas on the phone. You know Michael called his ass Christmas.